Hello, hello, hello. I'm Chelsey.
And I'm Sammy. And this is
Deepish.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? I feel like it's been so long.
I know. It literally has been a week, but hello, best friend.
I know. I feel like it's been so long since I have seen you.
I know.
How was your week?
Okay, can I just say, I have so many random little things this week that I just need to hash out with you.
Wait, that makes me so happy. I want to hear them all.
I know, and I've been saving them because usually I would just call you right away and be like, okay, this random thing happened, but I'm going to save these so we can discuss them all in person.
Yeah, that's what we should do, is just save them for the pod.
Okay, should I just jump into all my random things?
Yeah, and I just want to hear about, I think it's fun to hear about each other's week and things, not just sticking to our theme, but chatting. Get into it, yeah.
Okay. First of all, television this week.
Okay, TV. There is so much on TV right now.
I know, and I keep texting you, have you seen this? Have you seen this? And you're just like, no, there's too much. There's too much. Like,
I'm overwhelmed, which is so great because usually there's nothing.
Like the past 2 months, we've had such a lull. And then the last 10 days, everything's coming out again.
Yeah. So what are you watching right now?
So Love is Blind. You haven't even seen any of it?
No, because we are the Love Island finale is on. We're watching that tonight.
Oh,
well,
okay.
It's Love Island All Stars. So do you watch Love Island UK?
No, I don't watch Love Island UK. I just watched USA.
Oh, UK is even better. Love Island UK is
so
the best.
good.
All Stars, all the OGs come back and try and find love again. But then it's drama with their exes and it's so fun. We've been deep into that, and you know how many episodes that is. And so we've been watching that. Mm-hmm. That and then Severance. We've been watching. So came out. Traders, which we've been watching.
I know everyone loves Traders. I need to get into it. So you're like into the reality and then sprinkling in with Severance and stuff.
Yeah, me and Hayden love reality, and Love is Blind is one of his favorite shows. We usually look forward to it so much. So we went out of town last weekend and we were going to watch it on the way down just on my iPad. Because this time, what we want to do is watch it blind.
Oh my gosh, I need you guys to do that.
Yeah,
you should have. So just like
listen until the reveals, because then we can listen to their voices and really see what we think.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I saw that.
Is it good? Is it good this season?
I mean, yes, it's fine, but I don't love any of the couples. Okay, so the original 6 episodes of them in the pod are out, and then just barely they dropped them going to Honduras or whatever.
Okay.
So I'm halfway through those episodes and none of these couples are good. They all suck.
Dang it. Yeah.
I want one couple I love. The pods just make me feel so uncomfortable when they actually see each other. It's always so awkward.
It is.
And I get like, and they usually do no music, so I feel like they want us to feel.
You just want to hide under your blanket.
Yes, and I do. Yeah. I can't even handle this. Sometimes I have to fast forward because this awkward tension is insane. But that's rolling over into Honduras a little bit. That awkward tension.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping like as it goes on, some of the couples didn't make it to the end, and some of them, they were the ones I was looking forward to their story the most. And so I'm excited for the episode, you know, when they all go to the bar and then everyone comes, all the random people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's something to watch. And then Severance, love it. It's so weird though. Every episode I'm like, what is this? There's a deeper meaning here, and sometimes I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. We have 3 episodes banked right now because I kind of want to bank them up and then binge them, because
that's
the
what it is.
Stuff, like when it's that intense and that good, like I waited to finish the end of season 1 because I knew it left on such a cliffhanger. So I was like, okay, let's watch. So we watched like the last 4 episodes of season 1 and then watched the premiere of season 2, and it was so good, just those intense episodes back to back.
I know. I wish I had the patience for it, but I also kind of like waiting week to week. It sucks in the moment, but it's stretching it out and it's more to look forward to, you know?
And I think that's great with some shows, but there's just some that I'm like, no, this is meant to be binged, and I feel like that's a show that's meant to be binged.
Totally. But yeah, and then also music this week. Do you know who Role Model is?
Yes, that sounds familiar. Like, I feel like I have a couple of their songs on my playlist and stuff.
Yeah, and on TikTok, he's kind of popping off. It's Emma Chamberlain, that YouTube girl. It's her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
They broke up a year ago, but he was on tour with Gracie Abrams. He opened for her.
Okay.
And he's blowing up on TikTok. All of his his audios are going viral. Anyways, I just started listening to his album this week, and I'm obsessed.
Ooh, I'll have to give it a listen.
Oh, Gemini. It's about Emma Chamberlain. And then he just dropped this song called Oh Sally. You've definitely heard it on TikTok.
Yeah,
but
sure.
The kids love it so much. And Riggs thought it was called Oh Salad.
Oh.
And so he's like, salad. And I'm like, I love this so much. But that's bringing me a lot of joy this week.
Oh, I need good new music. I feel like I don't have good music right now.
I know. Okay, wait. So tell me about your fertility update.
Oh yeah. So I'm just finishing my second round of letrozole, and I'm in my 2-week wait, but I caved and took a test on Friday and it was negative.
Yeah.
And so I'll go in for my blood test on Tuesday and we'll see. That's when they'll confirm. But a lot of my friends and stuff that I've been talking to about it are like, oh, because that was 10 DPO. And they're like, oh, I didn't see anything. Like, even my friend who is pregnant with twins, she's like, I didn't have a single faint line until 13 DPO. So I think that there's still hope in my mind, but that kind of helped manage my expectations a little bit. So I have been feeling some weird stuff.
No.
That I'm like, oh my gosh. And Hayden's like, you're definitely pregnant. But I don't. No,
what is so different? Hard. Is there anything different? Because it's so hard, pregnancy symptoms and
and I'm on progesterone suppositories. So the early pregnancy symptoms and progesterone symptoms are almost identical. But I've been having this weird thing where I just feel lightheaded. I'll just be like cooking dinner or something, and I'm like, whoa, like I feel like lightheaded.
And you got a migraine today too.
And I've had just dull headaches on and off. And then I was so tired last weekend, like so tired. But then the last few days I've been having really bad insomnia and super, super vivid dreams.
But have you been extra anxious lately or anything because of that? Or is it?
I don't think so. I honestly, in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, we have a plan. So if this doesn't work, if I find out Tuesday I'm not pregnant, we're doing one more round of this, and then we're going to start preparing for IVF.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That's our plan. And then if I'm not pregnant, me and Hayden are going to do like a 75 hard, but do a 90-day cleanse, healthy, super low carb, Mediterranean fertility diet, and then just
prep for IVF.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect. One more round, and then you're not going to do IUI. You're going to go straight to IVF. Yeah, I think that's good.
Because what we're doing is basically IUI.
Yeah.
Except for I'm just not going to the doctor and having them put it in.
Yeah.
The medicine and everything is the exact same as IUI. It's just at-home IUI.
Is it the same price? Or it's probably a little bit more expensive because they have
IUI is more expensive because of the insemination. But I don't know. So right now I'm still a little bit hopeful, but... a little, I don't know.
I know, it's so hard because when you told me, the test was negative, the first thing I said was, okay, but what about Tuesday? I'm still hopeful because I know that you still have your blood test.
Yeah.
But it's...
And between 10 DPO and 14, that happens for a lot of people where I was pregnant and my test kept coming back negative, and then...
But you're not going to take a test again until Tuesday.
I'll probably take one Tuesday morning. Even though that's just what's so hard. That's so painful. Taking a test and then driving to my blood test knowing it's negative. But also, if I do go to the blood test and then go to work and they call me, do I really want to find out if I am pregnant? Do I want to find out over the phone by some random nurse?
Maybe. I don't know. I just hate this letdown. It's so hard. Should you just save it to one letdown? Versus
but just came out of a meeting and have another one in 5 minutes. They're going to call me during the day on Tuesday. So I kind of have to manage my expectations. So then what if... prep myself.
Okay, so what if Tuesday it's positive? Like,
then I find out in the morning and I'm having a great day.
Would you still just go to work and ear-to-ear grin? I'm pregnant?
Yeah. Do you think I could just be like, hi boss, can't come to work.
I'm sick with a baby inside my belly. I can't wait for that moment.
I know.
I really can't.
I know. And that's the thing is, hopefully, if I did take a test that morning, I could not tell Hayden I took a test and then somehow surprise him. Because with infertility, there's so much that's not a surprise.
Yeah.
It would be kind of fun. I don't know. Still waiting for the test to come back. And then
So you just wouldn't tell him that you took a test, and you'll just say, I'm going to go just to the blood test and then I'll let you know later today.
Yeah. Or like if it was positive, I kind of want to just be like, it was negative, and then surprise him. Is that mean? What's hard is, Kate, here's the thing, is I've been so public about my journey, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to tell a lot of people it was no, so that I can later tell them it was yes.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not just going to tell everyone at like 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to wait. And that's how I was. I waited till I was 20 weeks to tell most of my friends.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was so scared. And then the rest, it was at least 12 weeks. So that's one of those things where you can keep it to yourself. But yeah, with you being so open. But also, it'll be fun to have people along that journey too and celebrate.
But it's not even that I'm scared. If I miscarried, for you, for example, I would tell you no matter what, because I would tell you if I had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And I would want you there for me. But it's more of just, I don't want to tell everyone over a text message the day I get my blood test. Yes, it was positive.
You want to like have those open the onesie and the...
Yeah, and not even that cheesy, but just like having a moment in person where, oh my gosh, I finally made it. Not just like OMG, so happy for you, you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Just even talking about this is making me so excited.
And I think it's good to do, though. You told me this. When you're like, I picture myself pulling into my driveway when I'm dreading my drive home. Mm-hmm. I just need to picture myself having those happy moments or manifesting it happening. And so it's good and it's fun to get excited about.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so I want to hear your random thoughts from this week.
Okay, so first thing, my white privilege hit me in the face so hard this week.
Oh no, what happened?
So hard. Okay, so I'm selling all this stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I'm having Brandon get rid of half of his clothes because he has probably 4 times the amount of clothes I have.
That's insane.
It's crazy. And finally I was like, I can't do it anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to get rid of stuff. And he's not really super attached to his stuff. He can get rid of stuff, but it's just the time it takes to go through things. He doesn't have a lot of time. So finally we went through his stuff. He got rid of it so much. I'm so happy.
He's always getting rid of stuff though.
Oh, but if he's getting rid of and he gets more. Oh. You know, he found this thrift store online thing, auction, packages every day. On my front porch. And finally I was like, if one more package shows up on this store, I am literally going to lose my mind.
See, that's like opposite problem with me and Hayden. He's like, stop ordering from Amazon. I'm sorry
about it. No, he's everyday packages. And I'm getting more and more just like, I hate it. It's like too much stuff. And yeah, so he got rid of so much. And so I've been posting it, just getting so much money. Brand's like, where's my money? No.
This is mine now.
This is mine. It's in my Venmo. Hee. I'm going to get my nails done.
I did that exact same thing yesterday. I sold Facebook Marketplace stuff and it's sitting in my Venmo. And Hayden's like, did you transfer that? I'm like,
no.
This should be for my nails.
No, literally. But I told Brandon, let's do something really fun. Let's save it up and go on a really fun date or do something.
Yeah.
So I've already made like $500.
Amazing.
I know. I'm so happy.
Okay, so what does this have to do with your white privilege?
So I posted this stuff and this girl messages me on Facebook Marketplace. She was like, I'm on my way, and I was on my way out the door. And so I was like, I'll just leave it on my porch and you can Venmo me. And she's like, okay, is your neighborhood a Black friendly neighborhood? And she's Black, so that's why she's saying that. I don't know why that hit me so hard. She's worried about coming to my porch and picking something off my porch because she's scared about the color of her skin. Are her neighbors going to call the police on me or something?
Oh, that is so sad.
It really affected me. A few days after, I was just like, I can't believe that you don't realize how much privilege we have until someone asks you about that. And I live in freaking Utah. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I'm coming from Daybreak. She's from Daybreak and she's had enough experiences of racism in her life to realize she has to ask those type of questions. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. And I messaged her back and I was just like, I hate that you have to ask that question. I'm so sorry. Yeah, my neighborhood's a nice, friendly neighborhood, but I want to acknowledge that and see that pain and realize that I do have a lot of privilege.
Yeah.
And it's happening even in my small little community. So that was like one of my thoughts. Isn't that just so...
Yeah. I hate that. It's something that you don't even think about. And even just you starting to tell that story, I'm like, oh, but why? And then it's like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. Like, so you don't realize. Yeah. And it just made me so sad. On a lighter note, speaking of my nice, friendly neighborhood, I need you to help me figure out this mystery.
Okay.
So me and Brandon drive past this house every single day when we're on our way home. And when it's late at night, their garage light's always on. And so we can see into their garage windows. Mm-hmm. They're growing literal trees in there, but not like weed. It's like pine trees.
Really?
When you see it, it's just rows of pine trees. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's a weird pinkish light. Mm-hmm. Am I just so stupid? Are they growing weed inside? Like putting the weed in?
They definitely are growing weed.
But why would they have their windows just not?
Like, do you know what weed plants look like?
Yeah, I know what weed plants look like, but it looks like pine trees like hanging from the ceiling, but rows and rows. And every day we pass it, I'm like, what is this?
Okay, but yeah, if it was weed, why would they not put something over their windows?
Yeah, black out their windows or something. And it's super open. Like, every day we drive, it's a huge window and you can see straight into their garage.
Weird. You need to take a picture of it.
Okay, I'll take a picture.
Send it to me.
Yes, I will. Honestly, the other day I told Brandon I'm tempted to just knock on their door and ask him what it is because it's eating me alive. For the last two.
Sorry, real quick.
The last 2 years, I drive past this house and I'm like, what is that in there?
Yeah. You should take a picture of it and then we can try and Google other pictures or something.
But why would people be like growing pine trees in their garage? Should I really just pull up to the side of their house and zoom in and take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. But it's weird too because their light in their garage is pink. It's a pinkish hue.
Yeah, it's probably for the plants. It probably sounds so stupid because it's probably some specific plant or something that these people use.
And maybe they're using their garage as a greenhouse or something.
Yeah. I'm going to die when you send me a picture and it's full on marijuana. You're just like, yeah, these pine trees. Like, I know. Merry Christmas.
I know, but it is weed. They're stupid.
Yeah, that is weird. And that would drive me crazy. But yeah, take a picture and then we can like figure out what it is.
Okay.
We'll crack this case.
Update. We'll give you guys an update.
We will keep you updated.
Okay, what are some of like your randomest thoughts this week?
Okay, I need to get this story off my chest because this happened to me the other day. So I went to this restaurant, 180 Tacos, and you basically order on the iPad and then you wait for them to call your name.
Yeah.
So there's me and one other guy in there. And I'm sitting on the table and then he's on this table across from me. And he has like a daughter and then a son. They were probably 4 and 3 or something.
Okay.
And they're sitting on these bar stools and he's waiting for his food as well. And they're just watching Miss Rachel on their phone, whatever. And the little girl, he gets her a drink and she's drinking a drink and she starts like coughing, is like having a cough attack and just starts throwing up, projectile vomiting.
Okay.
And the son sees this and is like,
no.
And she's like, no, buddy, just look away. And then the son just is like, then they're both projectile vomiting. And it's like the most like Mormon Zuby guy. The dad, the poor dad, bless his heart. He's just like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Like, talking to that, I didn't know you were sick. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they're both just, there's throw up falling everywhere. And it's only us two in the restaurant. And I'm like, I don't know what to do right now because I want to help him. But I'm not going to clean up this throw up. I'm so sorry. But those aren't my kids, you know? So I like run up to the front, ask for towels and napkins. I'm like, can I get this guy some towels and napkins? I don't know what to do.
Throw them at him.
And then I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just like, set it on the counter and then my food's ready and I just walk out.
Slunk.
But that is so... Have you ever had anything like that happen to you in public?
Oh, totally. I mean, it's hard because I feel like I'd probably be like on the other end more than anything. Like my kids throwing up everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. With your kids, do you have a lot of moments like that?
I mean,
where you're just like, oh, this is happening.
Yeah, for sure. There's stuff like that. I don't know if I've had a specific throw up story, but it's, they're spilling their drinks everywhere and stuff like that. And it's so hard because for me, I have so much empathy for those parents because you just have to let it happen and then deal with the...
Well, and that's why I felt so bad because he was being so nice to his kids and he's just like, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Are you okay? And he's just trying to figure out what to do. And I'm like, I feel so bad for you right now. I do have empathy for you.
And here's the thing. Maybe this will make you feel a little better. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't want anyone to help me. Yeah. I would love, here's a towel. I'm sorry. That would be amazing. I don't want you on the floor cleaning up this throw up right now.
I would feel worse about it too.
Yeah, I don't want that. And you kind of want people to look away and pretend you don't exist.
Yeah, and that's what I did is I kind of just set it down. I was like, I'm so sorry. And then I just walked out. And it just was to acknowledge that this is happening.
Yeah, you just want people to ignore and not stare and be like, oh, that's so... That sadness, empathy almost makes it worse where you're just, I know that this is rough and embarrassing and gross, but this is...
being so sad for you is going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Also, another thought I had this week that I was talking to Hayden about is, can I just tell you what the worst job is?
Yes.
This is what I've decided is the worst job.
Okay, tell me.
I mean, there's obviously a lot of horrible jobs, like cleaning toilets and whatever, but socially, the worst job in my mind is the person at the car wash who's directing you in, and they have to make eye contact for a living. The eye contact makes me feel just like, yes, neutral, break, good. I want to die every single time I go through the car wash, and there's just some young teenage boy just like, staring at me.
And then you have to like stare at him too because I need to know if my wheel is on this track.
When I can take my foot off the brake and if I need to go to the left.
Yes, and then the moment that you can break eye contact, it's immediately down to your lap. Like I'm gonna, even if I don't have my phone on my lap, I am not looking at you anymore.
And most of the time I'm like, I'm making eye contact with you, but I'm disassociating from my body right now. So I'm just like,
it's like you're getting a good stare when you're not really looking at anything. That's kind of how it is.
I think that's the worst job.
No, it's absolutely the worst job. And also It's not even then though. They're like, hey, put it in neutral. But then they come up to your window and they're like spraying your window down. So they're literally 2 inches away from you. But they're desensitized from it because I don't ever get awkward tingles from them looking at me.
It depends on the person. But yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I'm just like, you could not pay me enough money to do this job. I almost would rather like clean bathrooms than like eye contact with strangers. And especially if it was a hot guy or something, I would be like, I want to die right now. left, neutral. You know?
Totally. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Also, can I just say one thing that popped in my head?
Yeah.
Would you rather? Because I was breaking out so bad this week. Acne at 32. I thought I would be over this. Anyway, so I was thinking, I always think about these things. Would you rather weigh 10 pounds less but have acne on your face, or have the clearest skin ever but weigh 10 more pounds?
10 more pounds, easy. That one, because like 10 pounds is not that noticeable.
Okay, well, let's make it 15.
What's annoying about you is your bad acne is not even bad. You have these tiny little zits that I never even can notice.
Same with
but
you.
No, but I did Accutane. I used to have chronic acne. Nothing worse when you're like wearing that on your face and people are staring.
I felt the same thing though. I would rather weigh 10 more pounds than have this on my face because your self-conscious level is insane. Where you're like, everyone's looking at me, everyone's looking at this acne, and you almost avoid yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, at 10 pounds, you could tan it and wear a flattering outfit, you know? And it would be fine. But just hard.
And have you ever just seen someone's face and their skin is gorgeous? That sticks in my mind so intense. Where I'm just like, you have the most beautiful skin. I would kill for just like butter skin.
If you have really bad acne, it's jolting.
I know.
But even if you just have a cluster of breakout right here, like I do now, then you're just kind of...
I've noticed as I get older, when I get pimples and stuff, I feel even more embarrassed almost. It's not like my age group is all suffering with this. Like when you're a teenager and early 20s, I feel like we're all having shitty skin. And now my 30s, I should be over this. I should be focusing more on wrinkles and stuff like that, but I'm popping pimples still.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. Okay, I have another would you rather.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, would you rather live with the mom or the dad in Parent Trap? Like if you had a choice, would you rather live in London with the mom?
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if this is sexist of me. The mom, I feel more upset with than the dad. I'm mad at both of them, but how can a mom just be like, I literally just gave birth to these 2 babies. You take one, I'll take one. So it feels more messed up in my mind where I'm like, the mom kind of sucks. Yeah. But that is, the dad should suck equally to me. But I guess I am a mom and I can't imagine being like, yeah, you take Lennox, I'll take Riggs and see ya. Like, no.
Yeah, but that aside, I'm just talking about city life with mom in London or like vineyard with Chelsey and the dad, you know? Also, when I was weighing out my options and I was thinking, what would I do? Meredith is not in the picture with the dad, if that helps.
Okay, that does help. The mom.
I knew you were going to say the mom. And here's the thing, is when I saw something on this girl asked this video. This is why I was like, I'm curious Chelsea's thoughts. She was like, in every best friend duo, there's one that wants to live with the mom and one that wants to live with the dad.
You want to live with the dad?
I want to live with the dad. Yeah.
We're best friends. Okay, so why do you want to live with the dad?
Just a house in the vineyard, cozy home vibe.
Chelsey
who's helped raise her and who's going to make her favorite chili, and you know what I mean? And then Annie in London, who's like, oh, my butler, and the butler gives me the heebie-jeebies kind of. And the butler and the grandpa with the cigars, it's not as homey and cozy as the chili and cornbread, Hallie's favorite. And the dog Sammy and the horses and the vineyard,
yeah, that is like more your vibe. My mom, let's go shopping. Annie in London feels very idyllic.
It is fun and magical for sure.
And then when she's just in bed with her mom talking girl talk, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then the daddy-daughter energy is also so cute.
Yeah, in my mind, he seems like a better dad than
she is a mom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm forgiving the dad more. Because it almost seemed too like the mom.
Yeah, it was kind of her fault.
And so I hate that.
And I feel like the mom was too into her career low key.
Exactly. And the dad's like, no, I love you. But then also the dad kind of sucks. He's dating a 26-year-old. That's creepy and weird.
Yeah.
As you get older, you look back on these movies and you're like, the mom sucks, the dad sucks. But when I think about it now, Meredith Blake in my mind is still older than me.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Or do you feel like she
100%.
feels younger than you?
No, she definitely feels older than me. That's what's so crazy is there's so many, your age shifting of like now even watching like the NFL. I'm like, these guys are babies. Or watching the Bachelor contestants used to feel so old. And now I'm like, you guys are all 18.
Literally 18. But I think my perception is changing a little bit because we went to a bar the other day and the bartender looked 17 years old. I couldn't get over it. I was whispering to my cousin, how old do you think? He's probably like 21, 22. And I'm like, he looks like a child. So there are moments like that. They'll slap me in the face. But the Bachelor one is crazy because these kids are 22.
And that's just a pinnacle of at least my childhood of watching that and just aspiring to these women who are crazy and looking for love and are the last to get married. It feels like they haven't been able to find love. And I think maybe early 2000s Bachelor, they were a little bit older.
Yeah,
I think like it's gotten younger influencers. And
you know what I like about Love is Blind though? They're old.
Yeah.
I think they have to be 25 and older, which I love.
I do.
They're more established and this could really work. You know?
Yeah. Can I just say that the downfall of The Bachelor makes me really sad.
What's the last season you watched?
I did watch a little bit of Joey's season.
I know. I regret not watching Joey's because everyone says Joey's was so good.
Yeah.
Mine was Matt and Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you haven't even watched it since Chris Harrison left.
When Chris Harrison left, it was like, you're firing my dad from his job.
Yeah.
I am going to boycott.
Yeah. It just isn't the same.
I'm so sad about all of that.
It was so stupid.
And the new host is like such a Walmart version of Chris Harrison.
And that's the thing is when they were going to have Caitlin Bristow or like whoever, Tayshia, you're just going to replace him with some dollar store version of Chris Harrison, some white football player. Make it a woman now or like make it fun.
Yeah, but Chris Harrison was so iconic in The Bachelor. He was The Bachelor to me.
Yeah.
His conversations and how he would stir up the drama or how he would talk someone off the ledge. It just felt so like my dad is having a conversation with me right
he was
now.
the daddy of Bachelor.
Yeah,
but honestly now with Love Island, The Bachelor doesn't even compete because Love Island you can see the nitty-gritty day to day. After experiencing that and going back to The Bachelor, it feels so fake and scripted and copy
and no
paste
wonder
every single season.
Also, no wonder these couples don't last.
Yeah, they have a total of 4 hours together after everything's said.
Do you
and done.
feel sad about Matt and Rachel?
No. I
mean,
mean,
I feel so bad for Rachel.
Sad for her
because I feel like she's been such a pick me in their relationship from the very start. She was so down for him, and she's always been begging him to choose her.
Yeah, but he was a douche from the very beginning.
Exactly.
Do you remember that freaking after the final rose when he wouldn't even look at her?
Yep.
And she was just like, "I'm so sorry. I want to do better." And he just didn't even. She should have just walked away then.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the whole relationship, she's just been like, pick me. I'm sorry. I'm here. I love you. I love you. Riding for him so hard. And he's always been like, no, no, no. And I'm like, why? She's gorgeous. She's fun. She's doing all the things that you want to do. Why not?
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. So after the Grammys and Beyonce won Album of the Year.
I was dying.
How do you feel? Are you so happy your Queen Bee won?
No, I'm more in your camp now.
Yay.
It was crazy though. We released Conspiracy last week, but we had recorded that before the Grammys.
Yeah.
And so then when that came out, I was dying.
I know. Same.
I was like, oh my gosh, like you called it. And I think I just didn't feel like she deserved to win. There were so many amazing albums this year.
Yeah.
And
last year, Jay-Z got up and did that whole speech about how much he's done for the Academy and blah 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 blah, and then Beyonce just happens to win the next year.
It's crazy. Really, how did she win? Like how?
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone. Country album of the year. I'm like, great, take it.
No, not even that.
But I'm like, that one is like easier to swallow for me.
I feel like for actual country music fans, it's a slap in the face. Beyonce, all these people are going to come and just do a country remix and then take all of like the authentic country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, I've seen comparisons of the amount of streams that Taylor got on her album or Billie got on her album and Beyonce's 100,000, not even
in the same
close.
range. Well, I feel so bad for Billie too. I feel like and also on Beyonce's album, there was like 30 writers or something.
Yeah.
And then Billie's is her and her brother. 2 writers.
Pure art.
Pure art. Billie led her heart and soul into this album and no Grammys. Yeah. I felt so bad for
I don't really understand the Academy, but I understand if they randomly were to pick an artist that's not as popular, but their album was genuinely so good. And it didn't do as well as Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish, but the music was art. And, you know, or if it was a new up and coming artist or something, like, it just felt like it was definitely rigged. And Jay-Z basically bought that for her.
I know. And here's the thing. Are 30 people sitting in a room voting on it? We need to get more into
how I picture it is they're all part of the academy, and then they probably get a ballot that they fill out and mail in.
Who though? Who mails it?
The recording academy. I think that you somehow, it's like a club that you become, I have no idea, but that you become a part of.
I know, but all these people are voting for Beyonce. There's no way.
Yeah.
I need to get down to the bottom of this and figure out how it works. We should do a whole episode and really dive into award season.
Yeah. I would love that.
And just figure it all out.
I love award season. If it's Golden Globes, Oscars, Grammys, and a Sunday night, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a fun dessert. Me and Hayden are going to sit down, watch the red carpet. Hayden, he's just like my dad, where he just tears apart the entire, that her dress sucks. Like, what is she wearing? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no, I like it. The whole thing. But I've always loved award season, and I love watching the award shows. And I hope they never stop. I feel like not as many people watch, or they just watch the highlights.
I've never watched. I don't think I've ever watched an award show the whole way through. No, I always am watching the highlights.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's so fun. Okay, I have another would you rather for you.
Tell me.
So let's say reincarnation does exist.
Okay.
Would you rather, so you die.
Okay.
And your next life, you could come back and live the same life again. Same timeline, same whatever, and fix things, make things, change things.
Okay.
Or you die, reincarnation happens, and you come back as a totally different life to experience a new life. Would you want to live this life over, or would you want to start a new life if you could choose?
This life over 1,000%.
I know, I feel like that too. I'm wondering why you would choose a different life.
Maybe if your life sucks, I guess, or you haven't had a really hard life. But I guess for me, I'm like, I need to find Brandon and end up with Brandon and have my kids.
That's the risk. That's the thing is I look back at my life and I think of all the things I would go back and change and do better, but all of the same things are still going to happen, most likely. Obviously.
But would you know everything, or would you not know it? Would you not know it? That's the thing.
No, I think in my scenario, I was thinking you would know everything. And so you could take the lessons from this life and apply them to your other life. So it's like, do you really want to come back and relearn all the same lessons for your higher purpose?
It's weird because looking at it now, a lot of those really intense moments of my childhood or growing up or past relationships or whatever, I have such a different outlook on it now. I would love to not feel those intense emotions in the moment because I would know it would work out. But maybe that's how I have to look at every scenario now. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
It's all a lesson.
All this crap is going down with my family, but I already know the outcome. It wouldn't be as traumatic if I've already experienced it.
But you know, replaying a level in a video game, okay, this time I'm going to like jump through that hoop first, and then I'm going to go left, and then I'm going to blah, blah. Like it's almost like I want to redo it and be like, okay, I know what's going to happen, so I'm going to freaking invent Amazon. And
I would for sure be like, I'm gonna get rich off of this and invent something that's already been like Uber or something, and be so rich for sure. Oh, okay. So if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Ooh.
Me and Brandon, we went on a date the other night and we were just talking. We did a million would you rathers, and then we asked the 3 wishes because it's definitely changed. When I was little, I had different ones. I think everyone's is money. Wouldn't want to use me.
$1 million, but now it's like $1 million nothing.
I would. Here's the thing, you have to be so specific. Brandon was like, I would just wish for money to never be a problem. And I'm like, no, because then what if it's just not a problem, but you want something? If you phrase it like that, you might not get what you want. But then I was like, what if I just get a debit card that has unlimited money on it? Mm-hmm. But then what if debit cards aren't a thing in 30 years?
Just say, I want unlimited money.
And just however form.
Yeah. I don't know.
But one of mine now is I wish that I was the smartest person in the world.
Oh, interesting.
I know Brandon's like, why? But here's the thing. I would say I wish me and Brandon were the smartest people. Because I think if I was to say that just about me, then I would feel so lonely. And
you guys are all dummies.
Yeah, you guys are all dummies and I don't have anyone to connect with. And so me and Brandon would both have to be. But I just crave being so smart and knowing everything. And my memory sucks so bad. So even when I do learn something, it's in one ear, out the other. And I hate that. I would love to just, oh yeah, this is how the academy does actually work. And this is how I would love to just be that person that's so smart. Okay, what about you?
3 wishes. First, my mom to come back.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could get that.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
It's my wish.
Okay.
My genie, my wish.
Okay.
And then I would wish for optimal health in all areas.
Oh, that's what was Brandon's was. He said just so healthy.
And just, yeah, that would include just a healthy, fit body, never having issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reproductively working great.
Yes.
That would just cover a lot of my things. And then, yeah, I would say unlimited money, but I would help people.
Yeah, okay. So
I'd build my mansion and then I'd help people.
This was one of Brandon's. What was it? Okay. So would you rather have $10 million or solve world hunger, but your worst enemy gets the credit for solving world hunger?
I mean, I feel like I have to say solve world hunger.
I know we both came up with that, but imagine
don't really have a worst enemy though, you know?
Yeah, but just someone that really bugs you or bothers
she's
you.
the worst. And
like
I solved it.
And then she's getting all the money too, because if you got that praise, you'd be on all the talk shows, all the things. You would have so much status, but secretly you would know that you were the one who did it.
Okay, you want to know what the funnest thing to talk about is? And I've talked to you about this a million times.
Okay, what?
So this was 2018. Me and my sister went through that phase where we were obsessed with buying lottery tickets.
Okay.
Like obsessed. We went to Wisconsin. Yes. We went to Arizona. We went to
California.
Gosh. Randomly on the weekends, we drive to Wyoming to buy lottery tickets because we're just, the Powerball is up to 100 million. Let's do it. And of course, we never have won. But every single time we went to Louisiana for Hayden's dad's wedding, and I got a couple of Powerball tickets. And I just was like in my mind, like, oh my gosh, like, do I even need to go to work on Monday? My life's about to change. So if you were, let's say I come home from Wyoming and I bring you a lottery ticket and you just win $100 million.
It'd be amazing.
I want to know what you would do with it, who you'd give money to. What are the steps that you take the second that money ges deposited into your account?
Okay, this is the funnest conversation to have.
And I love hearing what other people say.
I know. Okay, so what I would do, I feel like I know. I wouldn't tell anyone.
Okay.
Brandon would probably still work. He would still go to work. We'll play it down. I wouldn't give anyone legit money. I'd buy everyone's house. I'd pay everyone's mortgage off that I know, or buy them a house or something.
Yeah.
I'd probably buy my mom.
Everyone that you know.
Not everyone I know, but all of my friends and family that I'm super close with. Probably secretly just pay off everyone's mortgages.
Yeah.
So it's like they're good there, but I'd for sure buy my mom a dream house or a house on the beach or something legit for my mom.
Yes.
You know?
She would love that.
And then I think I would set up all the accounts for my kids, funds for all of them and maybe their kids or something, so it increases in wealth for all of them. But set up my family super well. And then I think I would just build our dream house. Huge mansion, just have it all paid off. And then I think we just live life pretty similar to how we live life now.
Similar to how you live life now.
Well, I just our day to day, how we are as a family. It's not like I'd be, let's move to Europe. And I'd probably, let's build a house in Utah. We'll still be with all of our family and friends.
And Brandon would keep working.
I think he would, I don't know if he would necessarily. Yeah, I think he would still work. Maybe invest in Sir Walter, take it to the next level. But I think he would want to do something. I don't think he wouldn't want to work.
His family. You wouldn't even tell his family.
I feel like we'd eventually
have to, like you're paying off their houses.
Well, I would love to just go in secretly and pay everyone's off and don't even tell them. Anonymously. Like that would be amazing. Imagine you just calling me and be like, Chelsey, someone just paid off my mortgage.
That would be amazing.
Originally, I would love to give everyone that I know $1 million or something like that. But I do feel like that could get complicated and I wouldn't want people to come back to me and be like, oh, can I have more money? I might help them. My siblings or whoever have enough jobs or whatever that they could like always work or have something to do. But I'd probably make sure all my siblings have a house. So I at least know that they're safe and have a place to always go that's paid off. And then...
I know. Wouldn't it be so fun?
Okay, so what would you do?
I mean, similar. It's funny because when I talk to Hayden, he's like, okay, I wouldn't give anyone money, but I would pay off this or make it so like structured. NDA. And I'm like, okay, chill. But I think, I don't know why, but I have this dream of opening up the most legit spa.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If I had all the money, but it would be like affordable, where it's like girls' day in Utah County, where it would have a rooftop pool and everyone come, an amazing restaurant, amazing bar, oasis.
Wait, I didn't know this is one of your dreams, to own a spa.
Yeah, I just feel like we need a good spot that's an all-day spa where you can get all of the things. And
like the one we went to in Arizona.
Yes, like that, but even better. I don't feel like anyone has done it just right. I want waterfalls and just it to be so legit, epic, so fancy, so vibey, resort status.
I'm really trying to think about the spas, and we've been to a lot of spas, me and you.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we know, okay, the Cliff Lodge and Rochelle's and all the ones downtown, like we've been to all of those.
Side note, if you guys are looking for a good massage, Rochelle's in Holiday, that's my favorite one.
It's so good. It's amazing. And it's very like, you're in a spa. You go down.
The vibes are good.
The vibes are really good.
And you sit in the relaxation room and you can do essential oil add-on and hair.
Oh, and all of the amenities are in your room. So you go and it has a personal jacuzzi or a personal sauna. So you sauna before and then you can get your massage.
Steam room, yeah.
I'm craving it right now.
It's so,
but the one we went to for your bachelorette party was probably the most epic spa I've ever been to in my life.
That was the Princess Spa at Fairmont Hotel.
Yes. Yeah. So you go in and it's 3 stories. Pool on top, and then you have the whole gym. You would want it even more legit than that.
Yeah, it would be so legit.
Because you could go and like work out all day and then go swim and then go and remember that room was like cold plunge sauna.
Yeah.
That one was really nice.
Yeah, because that's what I want from a massage. Massage is like the steak of the dinner, but I still want the salad and the appetizer and the dessert. That is the cold plunge, the sauna, the steam room, like all of the things. But then I wanted to beg, okay, here's like the red light therapy. Here's, okay, you can go in here and get this done, and you can go in here and get this done. All the things.
It's literally like a whole experience.
And you're going to like the scalp massage and the hair oil, and then we're going to blow out your hair at the end of the day so that you can go and go to dinner and go to dinner, and we're going to do just everything.
And then in the locker room, amazing products, because that was something about the spa that we went to in Scottsdale. Yes. They had amazing products. You go into the shower and it was a really good line of products.
Yeah, and shower mist and all the stuff. Anyways, so yeah, I would do the spa.
Yes, I didn't know that was one of your dreams. Yeah. Let's make it happen.
I would need a lot of money. If someone wants to invest and make it what I want it to be.
Where ultimately would you want it in Utah County?
Like Midway. Where people from Utah County could go to it, or Salt Lake County could go to it, but it's close enough that people could go.
But it would be the place.
And maybe eventually would make money, but it wouldn't be stressed if it did. And then I could just close it down and take all my friends.
So that's one thing you do with your money. Wow.
And then I would also build a mansion, I think in Midway or Heber or something. Have you seen the houses out there lately?
They're insane, but
they're
also
so pretty, and it's so beautiful out there.
It's gorgeous. And if anyone's kind of wanting that country low-key life, go up there.
Yeah.
But even there, it's getting really expensive.
Oh, it's so expensive there. That's why I would have to win the lottery. And then I would definitely do a bunch of stuff with my family, pay off their stuff, buy them cars, houses.
Would you give them money or just buy them a house, car? Or would you be like, here's like $1 million?
I don't know. It's part of the fun of like, I want to be a part of this with you. Like my sister building her dream house or something and going with her to pick out the tile, or okay, like this is the lot that you want. Like, okay, yeah, let's buy it. Let's whatever. I mean, it's $100 million. I'd probably do both. Like, hey, I'll pay off this house for you. You can build it, and like furniture and car or whatever. Like maybe set a limit or whatever. But
I think eventually after all of that, I would just put all the rest of the money in the high yield savings account and just live off the interest.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to get a financial planner right away and then be able to invest enough to live off of it and maintain it.
And I would want to travel a ton. I would travel a lot more, I think.
Yeah. And I feel like I would definitely want like a cabin and a beach house. Certain houses in certain places that I want to go to a lot. Just where you can make memories, and the cabin you can go spend Christmas.
That's what I'm craving too. Not necessarily traveling a ton of places with my kids, but I would love, even with my in-laws, to have a house somewhere else for all of us to go every year.
Yeah.
Because there's something about going to the same place every single year.
Yeah.
I spent my summers in California at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
She's in Long Beach. We would spend our summers at Laguna Beach, the same hotel.
Yeah.
So we'd go half the time in Long Beach and then we'd go to Laguna Beach. And just even that is so special to me.
Yeah. And then you can go back, and then it's like you're making all these happy family memories.
And you have your restaurants and your locations. Yeah. And when you think back on it, it's not just like, oh yeah, that one time we went to Six Flags. It's like, no, our spot. And you feel like there's a slice of home away from home. I thought this with like my in-laws. I was like, we should get a place in Bear Lake or something and boat every summer and all be in a big house together, or even just
rent the same Airbnb every year. Or
yeah,
whatever.
I would love that.
Another thing I want to do too is, I don't know, there's this image I have, like, you know, the movie Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. It's like so sad. Like
Happiness with a Y.
He's he's sleeping in the bathroom with his kid, and he's really trying to. These people who are out there doing the most and just like, cannot get a break in life. I want to find those people, almost like Undercover Boss, where you go and I want to spend time where people like that may be, or just lower income areas, and talk to people, get to know people. And if like I hear their story, if I'm touched on their story, or they seem like a really good person, like become friends with them or get to know them and like surprise them, be like, oh, here's $50,000. I want to change the lives of people who that would mean so much to, not just my friends and family who would like, yes, buy me a beach house. I think doing life-changing things for people who are flying under the radar.
I know, I would love to have enough to do stuff like that. Even now it's like I want to go to dinner and be with my friends and be like, don't worry about it, I got it. And I hate the transaction of that. Sometimes you're, oh yeah, Venmo me half. I hope that I'm in a place eventually that I can just never have to be worried about money. I want to be able to give or throw parties or do these extravagant things and not ever worry about, okay, let's go half or whatever. I just want to spoil people.
Yeah. Or if one of your friends is having a hard time, be like, I'm taking you on a trip, pack your bags, we're going here, I'm going to buy you all of this, or just be able to help people who are in a pinch. Or I don't know, I just feel like that would make your life super fulfilling, and having the freedom to be able to do that.
I know. Do you think we'll ever get there?
I don't think so.
Why? Shoot for the moon, girl.
Yeah, I just am accepting it at this point. It's probably,
but it's not crazy too, though, because back in the day, the theory does money buy happiness. Up until a certain point where your needs are met, it does buy happiness. And money provides happiness. But past your needs being met, it doesn't provide happiness to you.
That's the thing, is they say money doesn't buy happiness, but it definitely helps.
I think it would help.
If your life is full and happy already, but you guys can afford to take your kids to Hawaii every year, that is happy memories, and that definitely adds to your life. Getting to an amount where it's a lot of greed.
But we've had this conversation too. Some of the richest people I know are the stingiest mother effers. I don't know
that's so true.
And some of the people that don't have a lot of money in my life are the most generous. They're very intentional and thoughtful with their gifts or the things that they do.
Yeah. A lot of my friends who grew up really wealthy, yeah, they're not generous. And then a lot of my friends who grew up more poor are generous. I think it's because you know what it feels like. It's to have someone relieve that burden for you, or to have someone pay for your meal, or I don't know. It really does help build character and empathy and makes you a better person.
I know. And that's what I want for my kids, to always remember that, because it is so important. Generosity is huge for me. I just want to be a generous person. But that's what I'm saying, where it's like money at the end of the day, yes, up until a certain extent, your needs being met, food on the table, roof over your heads, and a little extra to be like, let's go out to dinner, let's buy some extracurricular things. But after that, love and values don't cost anything.
Yeah.
And that's really the point of life. And what I want to strive for, because at the end of the day, it's so cheesy, but it's like, you can't take it with you. Okay. Also, I was at the grocery store yesterday. I don't know if this is being a woman. I play out these insane scenarios. I'm like, oh, that person's following me in the grocery store. They're going to follow me out to my car. They're going to try to kidnap me and then murder me. I go to the darkest places.
Sometimes with some things, but if I'm in a dark parking garage or something, definitely get in my car, lock my door, scared. But I'm never walking through Harmon's being like, oh my gosh, is that girl following me? You know?
Because did I tell you the dollar store story of that guy?
Oh, I think you did, but now you have to tell them.
Okay, so I go to my local dollar store, and I go at 8:30 at night. And when I got there was a ton of cars, so I park a little bit farther back, and I don't live in a sketchy area at all.
Yeah.
So I go and I clock a guy outside of the dollar store that looks kind of scary. Then in my mind, I'm trying to compensate, and I'm like, don't judge.
Yeah.
Don't be that person. You don't know their life. So even as I was in the dollar store, I was thinking about that guy, and I was like, okay, you need to stop being like that.
Yeah.
But I need to always listen to my gut. The more of the story is I have to start listening to my gut more. So anyways, I'm in the dollar store for probably like 25 minutes. So when I'm leaving, they're about to close the store. When I go out to the parking lot, it's pretty much empty at that point, and my car is pretty far back. So I start like crossing the crosswalk to get to my car, and I notice the guy stands up and he starts walking behind me.
Is he just sitting on a bench or something?
No, he's just sitting on the floor.
Like on the curb outside the dollar store.
Yeah. So then I cross the crosswalk and I notice that he's kind of following me. And in my head, I'm like, okay, you're being a brat. He's not following you. He's probably just walking. Chill out. So usually when I'm walking to my car, I always call Brandon, and I have my AirPod in, and I go to call, and my AirPod, of course, like immediately like dies. And so it's ringing, but I can't hear him. So I'm walking to my car, and I'm flustered because I have all my bags, I have all my stuff. And then I notice he starts walking faster. So he's probably 3 steps behind me. And he's close. So I start walking fast, but I also don't want to look stupid. Help! He's chasing me.
Yeah.
So I start walking faster. I notice he speeds up, and then I'm like, okay, he's trying to get to me.
Yeah.
So then I start jogging to my car, and then he starts sprinting behind me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening. So then I go around to the driver's side, and I have the push to open your door because I don't even have my keys in my hands. They're in my purse.
Yeah.
So I open, and luckily it just unlocks my driver's door, but I get in and I sit, and he reaches for my passenger door, and he starts trying to open my passenger door.
Oh my gosh.
And I can't believe this is happening. So I'm dropping everything. I'm trying to start my car, and my phone's in my lap, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I hear Brandon, but it's not on speaker or anything. He's like, what? And I'm like, someone's trying to get in my car. And I just put it in drive, and I drive off, and he's just releases the handle and is standing there.
Oh my gosh, I am so glad that you did not unlock your full car.
I know, but my heart is beating even telling it, because I was like, I can't believe, one, I didn't listen to my gut. I got there and I noticed, and I clocked him.
It's like what they say on Crime Junkie. I don't remember the saying, but they have a whole tagline of "Don't be kind."
That's what I'm saying.
Be aware, be alert, but be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I know. But that's the thing where I'm like, I didn't listen to my intuition because I'm trying to be more open-minded, kind, whatever it is, but I don't have to be. I don't know. It could be the nicest looking dude, but
in this world, you have to be safe. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to be more, no, I am going to judge in that moment, and my gut is telling me something, and I didn't want to look stupid, and I didn't want him to feel bad if I start running to my car. Yeah. You know, but what I should have done is turn around and been like, hello, are you following me? And then ran to my car.
Yeah, but then it's like that awkward moment when he's not following you and he's like, chill, but then at least you're safe. So who cares, right?
I know. So then I was going to call the police and tell them, but I called the dollar store. And luckily they were still open because they were closing. And I was like, hey, this guy just followed my car, try to get in. Please, will you keep an eye, call the police if you need to. Don't walk to your car alone.
Yeah, that was good of you.
But I can't believe that happened. What was his game plan? Yeah. But no one else was in the parking lot.
That's scary.
He tried to get in my car.
Yeah, that is terrifying.
It was so scary. And he looked scary.
Okay, this is a good reminder for me to be alert because I go to the store and I'm just oblivious.
Anyways, I was at the grocery store the other day and I was like, is this guy following me? And I play it out. And maybe it was after that experience I have been a lot more aware, especially with my kids. If I'm ever out somewhere with my kids, I don't care. I don't trust anyone. Some guys looking over, I will make eye contact with them. I see you. That's kind of what I do now. I look people in the eye and I'm like, I notice you.
I'm aware of what's going on. I see you.
And even if they're like, whoa, that girl's intense, chill out. I was literally just trying to get the ranch dressing down the aisle. I'd rather make someone feel a little uncomfortable in that moment.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes.
So this happened after we did our conspiracy theory episode, but the plane crash that happened in DC.
Insane. Was it the one that like was upside down?
No, that was just barely. Okay, no.
There's been 10 plane crashes.
Here's the thing. So first of all, a lot of plane stuff happening, right? So it starts with there's this plane coming down. I think it was American Airlines. They were landing in DC and an Army helicopter basically T-boned them. And then the plane crashed into the water.
Okay, what?
So this is obviously so sketchy because that is the safest airspace because it's right by the White House and all of that. It's a lot of military, a lot of things. And why is a military helicopter crashing into a plane when that is super controlled? And it's just sketchy. So obviously the plane cracks in half. Everyone dies. They land in the water. Same with the helicopter.
That's insane.
Terrifying. Like they're just about
When was this?
This was like 3 weeks ago or something.
Okay.
So then they all die, right? Then like the next week in Philadelphia, this plane crashes. It was a private plane, but there was a sick girl and her family on it.
Okay.
It wasn't like a emergency helicopter or whatever. It wasn't one of those, but it was a plane. So that randomly crashed on a busy road, like a state street, and killed a bunch of people a week later. And then just barely, there's been a couple of other crashes or planes that have gone missing. And then that happened in Canada where that Delta airplane landed and then flipped over upside down. And there's so much happening with airplanes right now. And I saw something that was like, this time last year there was this many plane crashes and there's been less this year, but the media is showing these things more, or there's been bigger high media plane crashes. And I feel like they're trying to instill fear with flying or something. It really is so weird.
Yeah, Brandon mentioned that because the only one I saw was that guy's TikTok that he's getting out of the airplane. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he's just glad to be alive, looks and shows the airplane.
They're all like sliding down the slide. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's so scary.
No, and as a girl who is just afraid of flying,
it's like
I'm
literally
like,
your number
this
one
is
fear.
Terrifying. And so I'm like telling Hayden, I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. Cancel all our trips. I don't want to fly. But obviously, I know the statistics with car crashes are way higher, and flying is still safe.
But even that, like, it makes you just like never want to leave.
Well, and you know what's so scary is we live right by an airport. And so every single time I hear planes like quite a bit, especially since that airport's getting a lot bigger and they have United and America, like, they have a lot of bigger airlines there now. Every time I hear a plane, I just brace thinking it's going to crash into our house.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's starting to wear off for the first couple of weeks. Every single time I just would like wake up and be like, oh no.
Well, it's scary that one plane literally crashed on like a state tree. It's like anything could happen
at any time.
Yeah. I need to look into those other ones.
I need to show you that video.
Okay, can I tell you one other random conspiracy?
Yeah.
My friend, so she listened to our conspiracy episode and she's obsessed with conspiracies, so she's been sending me all these things. This is the randomest thing. We'll leave on this because it's so outrageous.
It's been so fun talking to everyone about that episode. And Meg, so do you think that the moon landing was fake? What do you think about that? It's so fun. Okay.
So she sends me this TikTok and it's like, are dragons real? And were they just T-Rexes? Because you know how they have their little arms? What if those little arms are actually wings? But we can't see, obviously, because the wing part is gone. What if they were wings and T-Rexes were real dragons?
Okay, but let's say that was true. But do you think that those little tiny wings could really
Well, I don't think it's wings. They compared it to a certain bird that their bone is really small, but their wings are really big. That's what they compared it to.
Is there a chance that dinosaurs didn't exist?
No.
Why did they go extinct?
Because of the meteor.
The meteor? Oh no, should we cut this out?
Yeah.
So a meteor came down and blew up Earth.
Okay, yes.
Okay, no, but just tell me.
In my understanding, asteroid comes to Earth, boom, radiation, the whole planet. So it destroys pretty much half of the whole world, this one meteor. And then the rest of the world dies because of all of the radiation. And then millions and millions of years later, then it's the ice age. And like the whole like planet freezes over. And then evolution kind of starts.
Where do dinosaurs fit into the Mormon church?
I think it's the dinosaurs before Adam and Eve. They came with evolution after all of that.
Didn't come with evolution because God placed them here. And
No.
doesn't believe in evolution.
No, I don't think it's evolution that way. I think it was like, okay, dinosaurs, then it was like
They
the
came after
rebirth
the
of the
meteor.
world. Yeah, they came after the meteor.
Interesting.
I love you.
Are we sure that happened?
The meteor?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because like all the dinosaurs are dead and all their bones and
But
everything.
why have they not come back? Why have monkey
Because they went extinct.
tadpoles?
But
If evolution made its way through Earth at that point, why hasn't it?
well, I think they say an alligator is like a descendant from a dinosaur. You know,
So why don't they multiply and
evolve?
replenish and get back to?
Well, I'm sure there
pterodactyls?
is. Evolution is so slow, you know, so I'm sure in 10 million years, like there'll obviously be different species and different things like that. But those dinosaurs that were here on this earth,
All we've been able to produce are golden doodles.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I love this so much.
Here's the thing is like, I know I feel really stupid right now, but I don't feel like a mass majority knows that story. The meteor, when did you learn that?
Probably second grade.
Okay, but I've seen the Land Before Time.
Where did you think the dinosaurs went?
Like, I don't know, the same place that the woolly mammoths. And like,
because that was the Ice Age.
Species. Okay, let's not even get into the Ice Age. Global warming. No, but
okay,
like,
dinosaurs
are
were
going
all here.
extinct. Like,
yes,
the
but
eagles are going to.
But that's why, like, did you ever watch Don't Look Up? Like that movie on Netflix? It's because a literal meteor came down to Earth, boom, destroyed, and then radiation through the whole planet, and so all of that stuff died.
Why are we so afraid of nuclear bombs when there's freaking cloudy with a chance of meteors?
Oh my gosh, we're leaving all of this in.
I'm scared. It looked like a dumb. Do you want
to take my third wish?
Yeah. Be the smartest person. No, but I'm gonna ask Hayden this whole thing. This is gonna be my.
Okay, wait. Let's
this
ask
will be
him
my
right now.
theme this week.
Okay, hold on. Hayden, Dino. Let's see if he'll come in. I'm gonna ask him.
That's ironic that his nickname's Dino.
Call him. He doesn't answer to.
I'll call him. But here's the thing: is I need people to chime in. Like, okay, that sounds familiar, and I'm sure I learned that once upon a time. But in my mind, I'm just like, who cares what happened? Hey, can you come in here real quick?
No, I'm playing. I can't pause.
Okay, can you talk to me for a second?
Yeah.
We need you to answer a question on the podcast. Can you interrupt your Xbox for that?
I'm listening.
Okay.
I don't know how.
He's not going to stop his game, but he'll answer your question.
Okay.
Okay, I'm handing the phone to Chelsey.
Okay, where did the dinosaurs go?
The what?
The dinosaurs.
Like, ask him how they went extinct.
They went extinct.
Yeah, how?
Through the Ice Age.
You guys both need to go back to school. Bye.
Is that your
It was
actual
the meteor
answer?
that came down and destroyed all of the dinosaurs, and then the radiation through the whole planet. It wasn't, and then it kicked off like the Ice Age and everything, but it wasn't because of the Ice Age.
Who told you that? They also probably told you that we went to the moon. So
my husband,
dying.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm dying, Kay. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, but can I do one last thing?
Yeah. I'm dying. I'm literally dying.
Hey Siri, how did the dinosaurs go extinct? I'm asking Siri. The most accepted theory about the extinction of the dinosaurs is that a huge asteroid impact caused the mass dinosaur extinction 66 million years ago.
Mm-hmm. So I should have said asteroid, not meteor. But ask what the difference between an asteroid and a meteor is.
What's the difference between an asteroid and a meteor? Asteroids are small rocky objects that orbit the sun, while meteors are pieces of rock and other space objects that enter into the Earth's atmosphere and burn up. Who cares? Literally, our kids are going to be dumb, first of all. Second of all, I'm going to do a poll.
Okay, but we're leaving all of that in. Like, all of that.
Okay, fine. This is like when I didn't know that the queen died. Sorry, guys. I have a job, okay?
I know our friend messaged us in a group message and was like, Sammy not knowing that the queen died. Oh, this is so good. But
there are so many things. We could get into a whole tangent on this of lyrics or words that you thought were one way and then you just live your whole life not questioning it.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like,
there's so many of those.
Like the Star Spangled Banner, the "Oh Say Can You See" by the Dawn's Early Light. I always thought it was just like Dawn's Early Light. Like that Dawn's Early was like a word, but it's like by the Dawn's early light. Yeah.
The sun coming up.
And
dawn.
I was literally at a Utah football game last year, and I was just like hand over heart, like, oh, say it, Dawn's early. And I was like, Dawn's Early Light. Damn, who knew?
I know, but I do that so. Or when I watch like a movie now that's like all this sexual innuendos or whatever, but as a kid you don't get them, and then now I'm rewatching it, I'm like, holy crap! It's like you get older, you get wiser. Mm-hmm. Dawn's Early Light.
Yeah. Or remember when I texted you? This was probably 2012, and I literally thought that the neighbor in the Sandlot was Babe Ruth. And And I was like, wait, he's not the big Bambino? The whole time I was so confused.
Who did you think the hologram was in his dream? When Babe Ruth comes out of the closet and it's like I
don't know. I was just like, oh my gosh, like these kids don't know that this guy is actually Babe Ruth.
Just this black blind guy.
I was like, Babe Ruth isn't black. I was so confused.
Oh, it's just so good. It's so good.
But everyone has those things, right? And I'm just admitting them. I'm
happy.
I'm going to do some research on 66 million years ago and what happened.
The dinosaurs.
What
and
actually happened.
And who knows? T-Rex might be dragons.
Yeah. And maybe they could fly.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I love this so much. This is the funnest, like, just chatting with you.
Okay, also, that was their whole episode. So I guess this was just the this and yap. You know?
Wait, what?
You know that TikTok trend where it's like, someone will post a video of them eating chips and salsa, or like this and yap. Let's do this and yap about this.
Like, I know this whole episode, we honestly had a different topic we wanted to discuss, and then we hadn't seen each other, and it rolled into us just chatting about our lives.
Yeah, just yap.
Yep.
But that's the best, and hopefully, I don't know. I'm curious to hear people's. I just feel like I have a lot of things that I want to pull from this episode and ask them. Would you rather this or this? Tell us your thoughts. And did you know about this meteor?
This quote-unquote asteroid that came and destroyed the dinosaurs. It wasn't the Ice Age, or I thought it was just like the woolly mammoths disappeared.
No, but you know, there are animals going extinct.
Animals
naturally.
Yes, animals do naturally go extinct. Dinosaurs didn't just go extinct.
Naturally.
Yeah. And then millions and millions of years later, then it's the Ice Age. And like the whole like planet freezes over.
So the Ice Age was the whole planet.
I think it was majority of the whole planet, but that's when Pangea was intact, and then the Earth starts like.
Is it too late to ask what Pangea means?
That was just the.
You keep saying this word, Pangea. What the fuck is that?
Siri, what is Pangea?
What does Pangea? I'm bored.
Pangea. All of the continents used to be one big continent called Pangea.
Okay.
And then it was the rocks and everything. It's when it comes up from the Earth's crust and breaks off, and volcanoes like forming a mountain started breaking up to all the continents. So now what you know of North, South America, Antarctica, all of that were one big puzzle, which was Pangea, and it's slowly starting to move. You knew that, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really just didn't pay attention in school.
You know that show Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Oh, I definitely would fail that.
Oh,
I think
some stuff is like sticking in my mind. But honestly, someone's going to be listening to this and be like, Chelsey, you're the stupidest girl too. This is not what it was.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Oh, but Pangea took me out. Pangea took me out.
Wait, I'm going to call Hayden really quick and ask him what Pangea is.
I'm dying. I'm going to ask Brandon. This is weird. Am I smart?
I'm going to ask everyone at work, and they're going to be like, Sammy, you're dumb. Do you know what Pangea is?
Yeah, it's when all the continents were stuck together.
Okay, thanks.
Good.
I knew that. Bye. Hope you can hear his controller.
Is it too late to ask what Pangea is?
I'm sweating. Okay. That was fun.
Okay.
And, am I just a dummy?
No, you're very street smart.
I've gotten, I feel like I've gotten through life. Like,
you
I have
made
a
it
job.
a long way. You have a nice job.
I'm the sole provider of my family, okay? Just give me a break. Somehow I'm doing what I need to be doing.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, I love you.
Okay, love you. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.